Guys, it's your friendly neighborhood web war fanatic, and today I got a gameplay analysis for you guys. I'm going to be reacting to MaNemJeff, who is an up-and-coming Marvel Champions content creator who is playing my Jubilee Rush Hour deck against Expert Magneto. So first and foremost, please go support Jeff and check out his channel. He's a really cool guy, and he has some awesome playthroughs against Expert Ultron with the Infinity Gauntlet using Wolverine. So he also does the weekly one-shot challenges too from Fantasy Flight Games. So please go check out his channel and support him. Super duper awesome guy. And yeah, I'm going to be reacting to him playing my deck. And before we begin, I do want to give a little bit of a disclaimer for the Rush Hour deck. So the deck basically is a Justice deck that revolves around Jubilee and using Chance Encounter to recur Nick Fury over and over again because Jubilee and Nick Fury are the ultimate Rush Hour duo. And yeah, one big thing about this deck is that after I built the deck and after that I played it, I realized that this is probably the most difficult to pilot deck that I've ever made. Usually, a lot of decks that I make are very simple and straightforward and easier to pilot. This deck kind of revolves around the chance encounters, and there's a lot of different triggers that you can only do in Alter Ego or in hero form. And yeah, I did not realize this whenever I first built the deck, but after playing it, it is super duper complex. So I think for any deck that you're building in Marvel Champions, the creator of the deck has the best vision and understands how to play that deck the most. And if someone else plays it, they might not see that exact same vision. So it would be very difficult for a different player to play someone else's deck, especially if it's super complex. So I want to give MaNemJeff a lot of slack here. I haven't watched his gameplay yet, but I see that it is 1 hour and 25 minutes long. So I think it's going to be a pretty tough game, and I think that's expected. My gameplay was super duper long as well. I think if you're playing this build-out style with my Jubilee deck against Expert Magneto, it's going to take a super duper long time to get him set up, or to get Jubilee set up, and then Magneto has so many things to kind of delay defeating him. So yeah, I'm not sure what's going to happen. I haven't seen this video before, and I'm not sure if I'm going to react to the entire video, just because an hour 20 minutes is so long for a reaction. We'll kind of see what I'll do. Maybe I'll skip around. Maybe I'll just do like the first portion of it. Definitely let me know down in the comments if you guys have any ideas for these gameplay analysis videos of how long I should do it. So yeah, sorry for that long intro. Let's go ahead and jump into it here. And I already skipped the part where he does a setup for Magneto and Jubilee. So let's go ahead. Let's see. We're going to do theater mode. Zoom in a little bit. Okay, so he has Magneto set up. He has Jubilee, and I think he's going to do his starting hand here. Let's put it right there. I think it's good. All right, and let's see what happens.
Drawing out to my hand size of 6.
Okay.
And also, Jubilee's Alter Ego side has ability Mall Rat. It's an action that search your deck for the shopping spree player side scheme, and you get to put it in play. It can only be done once per phase. All right, so we got a Genius, one way or another, Plasma White Energy, Skill Investigator, Chance Encounter.
Okay, I think that's the build support. Okay, so with this hand here, it's definitely not a good hand. You don't really have anything to play with this because you have all 0 cost cards and the resource cards. I'll probably keep both the doubles. And let's see, the Skill Investigator, you could keep or throw. I'll probably throw it away. So I'll keep the doubles. I will keep the Chance Encounter. I'll definitely throw away the build support, and I will keep, what's the last card? The one way or another. So I'll definitely keep those 4 and just mulligan 2 cards, the Skill Investigator and the build support. And my mentality here is I'll either stay in Alter Ego form with Jubilee or flip over to play the one way or another, because the one way or another is a hero action. So depending on what I draw with my next 2 cards in the mulligan, I will kind of pivot to decide what I would do. If I get a lot of stuff to play out, I will stay in Alter Ego. I would use Jubilee's Mara ability to get the shopping spree player stats and put it into play, and then I could put the chance encounter on it, and then use the Alter Ego action on it to exhaust Jubilee to remove 1 threat from that scheme, and stay in Alter Ego. Next turn, I could clear it off, get Nick Fury, use the doubles that might still be in my hand to play Nick, and then have a big turn when I flip over, and Nick can also block for us. If I don't get anything, I'll probably play the one way or another, and then draw 3 cards, but I have to flip over to hero form, so hopefully I can get something else to help defend me. Like maybe like a flash of light to clear off boarding party, which I can put the chance encounter on, so I could get Nick Fury on turn 1, and hopefully have the resource to pay for him because I have 2 doubles. Yeah, I'm not exactly sure, but I think that's what I would do. Probably just mulliganing 2 cards and then try to pivot and see what is the best option.
All right, so I didn't get. I got I don't think I need one way or another right now. I have a side scheme. I don't have anything before it down.
Yeah, so one thing I want to say for the one way or another, I think that that is a completely fine play. The one way or another is a huge risk to play. The thing is, we are facing Magneto, so for me personally, if I play one way or another, I would definitely get out magnetically sealed, which is a player's side, sorry, not player's, a Magneto side scheme. It comes out with 2 threat and a Christ icon, which is not that bad. We're not going to be removing that much threat on the main scheme right now, anyways. And then you put 2 additional threat on there for each ally that you have in play. And we only have Nick Fury and Wolverine in the deck, so we don't have any allies. So we can just get out a side scheme with 2 threat and then draw 3 cards with the one or another. So that's kind of why I would keep it. But I mean, even then, I mean, if you draw other cards with the mulligan, I'll probably just use it as a resource. So I don't think it's a bad call to throw it away.
Down. I think I'll keep that.
Yeah, I would definitely keep the doubles as well.
I'm gonna mulligan these 3.
Okay, I think that's a fine play. The Skill Investigator can be really useful if he clears off a side scheme right now, and he'll just get that card draw back with the effective resource of playing the Skill Investigator, and we can always use it as a resource anyways. That's the cool thing about Marvel Champions. Ooh, okay, he got another resource card, which hurts. Then he got an event here. Hopefully it's a thwarting one. I can't see.
I have a lot of resources.
Okay, it looks like Firecracker.
I'll put Skill Investigator in play.
That's the Firecracker's not good. Is that a extra at the end?
I'll use her Mallrat action to search the deck for a shopping spree.
Yeah, I would definitely do that too, because there's not really anything else to do.
Go ahead and put that in play. That comes with 2 threat on it.
And I do have Jeff's video on like 1.75
and I will go ahead and flip into hero form.
Okay, he flipped.
And I will use
X-Jet. Okay, so I mean he can play out the extra, which is great, and then use the double to play Firecracker. I mean he could basically attack, knock off Magneto's tough, and play a Firecracker and put 1 stun stats, but Magneto has steady, so he won't be stunned. His attack's gonna hurt a lot. Yeah, I mean it's just a really bad hand right here. I don't think he can do too much. So let's see what he does.
Lose 2 energy or 2 resources. Get out X-Jet. Actually, no. I think I might snap. I do it that way. I'll do 1 Genius, exhaust Jubilee because she has an ability called like totally. It lets me, if I exhaust her, I can generate 1 wild resource. So I'll do that to do the 1. So that's 3. We'll have X-Jet up into play, and then we'll go ahead and use 1 Plasmoid energy, and then not that's gonna matter because he's stunned. Maybe I should have. Maybe I should hold up. Let's do attack, and then we'll ping off the toughness of Magneto. And then let's do Plasmoid energy and play Firecracker, which will do 4 damage. Bring him to 16. And I did pay 2 different resources as a Plasmoid energy. So I can go ahead and I can actually put a stun, 1 stun on him right now.
Nice.
And then I feel like I'm being so wasteful for doing this, but I guess I don't shuffle good, I guess.
Yeah, so I think the other thing that he was thinking about doing is just playing the Firecracker to knock off Magneto's tough, and you put the 1 status card, but then you don't do any damage, so it's kind of wasted with the damage. That's actually not a bad play either, because you can hold the double resource in your hand and still get out the extra, so you can save at least 1 double in your hand. I could see that as being a decent play as well, because since you were drawing 3 doubles here because of the kind of the luck of the draw, that means the next few cards that we're going to be drawing may not be doubles, or there's a lower chance of it being doubles, so we might get stuff that we can actually play down with the doubles. So that's always the drawback by running doubles. We have 6 double resources in the deck, and he drew 3 of them here in that first hand, and not much to play with them. So that was just a little bit unfortunate, but yeah, that's kind of the drawbacks of trying to run more double resources or less.
So we'll do that. And then we'll just end the turn right there. So go ahead and ready up.
Yeah, there's not much he can do there. I think that that's fine. This is going to be a super scary turn because of Magneto having steady. So he's still going to attack. He might get another attack activation with that encounter card. He might get another encounter card with another attack activation, and then the mana counters will go crazy. So Super Duper scary because Jubilee only has 9 hit points. But we'll
and
see
drop
what
the hand size of
happens.
5. Immune Education, B-Cup, Wolverine, Chance Encounter.
Okay. Oh, okay. So those are all 3 chance encounters there, which is definitely not what we want to see. I think in this next turn, what we're hoping for is that Magneto adds 2 mana counters to the main scheme. And then what we can do is we can play a B-Cop using the X-Jet. We can take a threat off a Shopping Spree, play Chance Encounter, attach it to the Shopping Spree, flip down to Archer Ego, and then heal if we need to. And then the next turn, use B-Cop again to remove the last one from Shopping Spree and trigger the Chance Encounter. And then trigger Tutor Nick Fury, and then we can get the Rush Hour duel going. So I think that's what I would do with this hand here. And we're hoping for Magneto's turn that first off, he doesn't kill Jubilee. Second, he doesn't pop the main scheme, and that he does something to add 2 mana counters. Because then if we let him advance the main scheme the turn after, then it will be fine, because then the mana counters will go down to 1 because we discard all the mana counters first whenever he advances the main scheme. And then on the second main scheme stage, we're going to put 1 mana counter on there so we can get a little bit of a benefit for him advancing that scheme.
For Chance Encounter.
So that's kind of what we're hoping for there.
So it's going to be 1 threat on the main. Magneto will attack because he's not officially stunned yet. There's the boost. I will defend with Jubilee. So that's going to be a base of 3. And then the boost on the Acolyte side scheme. Shuffle each Acolyte.
Okay, that is a really nice boost to see. The boost effect pretty much does nothing because there's nothing in the encounter discard pile, and he'll just do 1 damage to Jubilee, which is great, and then get a mana
Minion from the discard pile into the counter deck. Well, what do you know? I have none in there, so that's pretty neato. So that base of 3 is coming at me. I have a defensive 2. I'm only going to take 1 damage. This will drop my health down to 8.
Really nice.
Right. So now, because Magneto just attacked, he's going to get 1 Magnet counter on the main scheme. And then we're going to do the encounter cards.
I think we're going to...
So first encounter card is
out a little bit.
Unisicone. As I said. I don't know. But she's coming in with toughness.
I have no clue how to pronounce her name. I say Uniscione, but I have no clue if that's correct or not.
And, oh, cool. Magnetically sealed. When revealed, place 2 additional target for each ally. Luckily, I don't have that.
Okay, that's not too bad. Yeah, that's the size we were talking about.
Okay. I guess for the way I started it, in my interpretation, I feel like I should have probably done some more exciting things with trying to thwart stuff down. But I'm not dead, so that's a win.
Man, so here, I mean, here it's tough because he has a lot of life. I may have not defended that first attack to keep Jubilee readied up so we can use her resource or her basic activation. But if we use Immune Education, Wolverine, and Chance Encounter, or we could actually, what we could do is use the X-Jet, Wolverine, and Immune Education to put down Beat Cop, and then play the Chance Encounter on both Shopping Spree and on the Magnetically Sealed, because these are the last 2 copies of Chance Encounter. Then we could, I would probably have to flip down here. Maybe Jubilee can, like, Jubilee's already exhausted, but yeah, if she wasn't, maybe Thor for 1, and then, yeah, I don't know. Probably I would have, if Jubilee was readied up, Thor for 1, B-Cup moves 1 threat from the other, and then next turn I would probably clear 1 or both, depending on how many resources I have. I could play potentially Wolverine and Nick Fury, but he is exhausted, but that's fine. That's not too much of a drawback because he has 8 life, which is good.
So I've already put 1 in the discard pile, I think, right? Yeah, I did. All right, so I'm going to put 1 Chance Encounter on Magnetically Sealed. And I'm going to exhaust X-Jet for 1 resource. And so that's 1, 2, 3. Put out a Beat Cop.
Nice. That's pretty much, I think that's a really good play.
I'm going to exhaust Beat Cop to take 1 threat off of Magnetically Sealed. And that's all I got right now, so let's go ahead and ready up. All right, so drop the hand size of 5, 2, 3.
Okay, he's
4,
staying in hero form.
5. All right, so
we got a B-Cop, we got a double, which is huge. So next turn, when B-Cop clears out the Magnetically Sealed, we can get Nick Fury, play him, and still do a lot of. So I think we got the
our
Thorny
B-Cop,
event this time.
Mansion, Flash of Light, and I still have a chance.
Yeah, Flash of Light is a Thorny event, so that's good to see.
Wow.
But
goes on the main.
It's gonna be a rough turn here with the attacks.
Magneto will attack. I will defend. So that'd be a base of 3, 4. So it's 2 damage.
Nice.
Drop me down to
Still
6.
alive.
And we'll put another magnetic counter on the main. Gonna try and not butcher the name again. Unisicone. Unisicone?
Yeah, I don't know,
I
man.
feel like that's how you say it. We'll attack. Taking 2 damage. I'm down to 4.
Okay. So this is actually really good. If MaNemJeff does not get another activation, and if he does not get a third mana counter, this would be perfect to flip down this next turn. So let's see what happens.
Counter card. Zeal.
Oh, that is not bad. Uniskion will trigger her when defeated effect with this card, which is to give MaNemJeff a tough stats card. So basically, like nothing really happens. So
For the cause,
awesome.
when revealed, resolve when defeated ability of each acolyte minion engaged with you. If you're not engaged with the acolyte minion, discard cards in the counter deck until a minion is discarded. Then go. The win defeated. Oh wait, no, there's no win reveal. Oh no, I'm sorry, it is win defeated. I can't read. Okay, so for hers, when defeated, give the villain a toughness status card. The villain already has a toughness card on it. Heal 4 damage from it.
That is really good. So I'm hoping he flips down here. Actually, wait a minute. He doesn't have to flip because there's so much. I mean, he still has so much life. He can actually play Nick Fury and then stay in hero form, and Nick Fury can block. So this is actually a really good situation. The only thing is the mana counters are rough, but yeah, he could play a Flash of Light, Thwart Out Boarding Party even. Yeah, I mean, there's so many things you could do. Okay, let's see what. Okay, let me just say what I would do. Sorry, guys, I'm not doing a good job of narrating here. So, if I were him in this situation, I would be cop right now while I'm still in hero form. Clear off the magnetically sealed. I can trigger the chance encounter that will get Nick Fury to my hand, and then I can also trigger the Skilled Investigator because I'm a hero form. So the hero response will work where I can draw a card. Then I have 5 cards in my hand, plus 1 with the Skilled Investigator, plus 1 Nick Fury. So 7 cards in my hand, including a double. So that means I can play Nick for sure, and potentially even play Avengers Mansion or the Flash of Light to thwart and do more Thor removal, and possibly even play the chance encounter on that shopping spree player side scheme. So let's see what he does. Oh, or play a B-Cop. It's all good plays.
Let's do 3 resources. Let's put down a B-Cop. And let's thwart one off of magnetically sealed.
Okay, so he used a double already. You still have enough to play Nick though, right? Because Skill Investigator will draw your card, and then you get Nick, and you have the X Jet, but then you have less kind of choices of what you want to do because both B-Cups are because the double is already spent. If Nick draws you first, you can decide later if you want to use those resources to play the B-Cup or not. So I would definitely use that first B-Cup that he has down first. But yeah, I mean, that would just give a little bit more options, but I think this should be okay as well.
And that will defeat the side scheme. And then chance encounter. When attached side scheme is defeated, search your deck and discard power for an ally and add it to your hand. Then shuffle your deck. So definitely gonna look for Fury.
Yeah, Nick Fury.
All right. I'm gonna use another B-Cop. Oh, and I'm sorry. Because I defeated that side scheme, I have a hero response. After the side scheme is defeated, I can exhaust Skilled Investigator to draw 1 card, which I'm gonna do right now.
What's our double? That is huge.
So I got Plasmoid Energy. So
yeah, so this is really nice. I would use the double, use chance encounter and X Jet, so that'll be 4. So I can play Nick, draw 3 cards, and I can play a Flash of Light, clear off Boarding Party. Nick can thwart from Sabotage Master Mode after it flips over. Yeah, and then we get 1 confused stats on MaNemJeff as well. Yeah, I think that would be a good play. Let's get Rush Hour down.
Let's do 1 resource, 2 resources, and then Flashlight with 3, or 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 resources. Get Nick Fury on the table.
Okay, so he chose to keep the chance encounter, which I think is still a really good play, because you can play chance encounter. That's the last copy, right? So we kind of want to hold on to it. He can play it on Boarding Party or on Shopping Spree and clear it next turn with the B-Cops. So I think that's still a fine play, and that will keep Nick Fury running for another turn, and that will allow him to stay in hero form a little bit more. So if he wants to do more hero form stuff, I think Nick Fury or keeping the chance encounter would be the better play.
I'm going to go ahead and have him draw 3 cards.
What did he draw? We got the Flash of Light, so it didn't matter. Got a Grand Finale and a Firecracker. Yeah, so I would Flash of Light, the Boarding Party side scheme there, clear it off. Probably attach chance encounter to Sabotage Master Mode, Nick thwarts 2 from it, and the other Beacon can take 1 threat off the shopping spree. And then we keep the chance encounter for next turn, and we can recur Nick for another turn, which would be really, really nice. Yeah.
Lights, Firecracker, Grand Finale. Let's have Nick.
Or another play, if he wants to get rid of the minion so he doesn't take more attacks, is just have Nick knock out the tough, and then use the play the Firecracker to knock out Uniskion, and then just play a chance encounter on the shopping spree or something. Or
2 off of Boarding Party. Maybe that at 1. And then I'll use B-Cop, pull that off.
Nice.
And that'll defeat Boarding Party and flip it to Sabotage Master Mold. Now with that, Magneto cannot have more than 12 sustained damage. When defeated, reveal set aside Orbital Decay side scheme, and then add this card to the victory display. This is coming in with 3. I'm going to use... I'm going to do... I want to do Flashlight, Flash of Light.
Nice. That's what. That's
and
what
I'm going to use Firecracker and Chance Encounter. Need 2 different resources, so I can now remove 3 threat off the scheme, and then I can confuse enemy.
So I think he kept.
Which I'll go ahead and put.
I think he kept the Grand Finale in his hand. I'm not sure what he's playing. Maybe he wants to play next turn to take out Uniskion. I would definitely just use everything in my hand, and I can get the Chance Encounter down to recur Nick to protect me for another turn. Because that is what the Rush Hour deck is about. But maybe he doesn't want to, I don't know. Yeah, I'm not sure why he wants to keep the Grand Finale. Maybe the minions are, if he gets more minions, that would definitely be a better play though. So we'll see what happens.
1 on Magneto. Now he's not fully confused yet, because...
It could also be, I'm not sure what the resource type on the Grand Finale is. If it's a mental, then he cannot use it to get the confuse off, which might be another reason why he did that.
Got Steady. So... that's done. And then 3 off of here. This will get victoried. And we will now bring in Orbital Decay. And that comes on with 3. And then Orbital Decay, Magneto cannot have more than 18 sustained damage. And then when this is defeated, I flip the card and it'll reveal Physical Strain.
So whenever he defeats Orbital Decay and Physical Strain comes into play, Magneto will lose Steady and he will be stunned and confused because he has 1 of each status card, which would be really big. So I think clearing off the Orbital Decay would be a huge momentum play for Jeff here.
All right. All right. Other than that, all I can do right now, I'm going to hold on to the Grand Finale.
What
my hand size of 5.
Is it? Oh, it's a wild. Yes, I definitely want to use it as a resource, but maybe he wants to do more to get rid of the minions here because Uniskion she's gonna be stacking on a lot of damage throughout these next few turns. And the Blinding Flash is huge. I'll probably hold on to that for another turn until after Magneto loses his stun and he's confused, and then just stun and confuse him again.
That's a dog.
I think that's his dog.
Okay.
That's Nick's consequential damage.
Got Under Surveillance. We got Flashlights. Sorry about that. Dog's barking at our dog. All right. So we're going to start villain phase now. We're going to put 1 on the main scheme. That's at 4. Magneto's going to attack. Fury is going to block it. All right. So that's going to be base of 3, 4, 5. That takes out Fury.
Okay, that's fine.
This pops. Discard until a magnet counter or card disappears. That's 1, 2.
Oh, that is
so I'm stunned.
The best magnetic card to get right now. So whenever there's 3 mana counters, you just card 3 counters, move from the encounter until you get a magnetic card. He got Electric Shock, which means that Jubilee gets stunned, takes 1 damage for each mana counter in main scheme. No magnetic counters, takes no damage. That's a great magnetic card to get right there.
No, close enough. And I would take 1 damage for each magnet counter, which there's none. And Uniskion is going to attack me now. And I'm at 4. Her attack's at 2.
I would just take it.
I'm just gonna take the damage.
Nice, yeah.
Drop me down to 2.
And
Counter
hopefully...
card.
Oh, man.
That's
Wait.
unfortunate.
Okay. I think... Oh, I don't... Wait, how does he survive this? He can defend. He's... What?
All right, so Master of Magnetism, when revealed, take the topmost magnetic card in the encounter deck,
I
which
mean,
would
I
be
know he
Electric Shock.
lives this, right?
Give it to Magneto as a face down boost card. Magneto activate.
Okay, so with the Master of Magnetism, Magneto gets a face down boost card. He gets the topmost magnetic card as a face down boost card, and due to himself, he's going to activate. He gets another boost card on top of that. So it's already 5 damage because the boost is 2 with Magneto's base 3 attack. And then if the boost is 0 and he defends...
It's against me.
I'm not
So
sure what
base of
happens
3,
here.
and that'd be 4, 5, 6. And I forgot to acknowledge that I was going to defend, but I don't think it would have mattered because I only have 2 health, and if I would have defended, it would have been like 4 damage that would have went through. So that's an L right there. But I'm going to retry that again.
Oh, okay. He did a rematch.
I will say this though, I really like when you start getting these certain cards down though. Starts really taking a lot of the pressure off the schemes. I played a lot of Magneto games where it's like I'd be still trying just to get those cleared off.
Okay, so that was really unfortunate there. He got a lot of setup there. He got 2 of the beat cops going. He got a lot of things going on, and Magneto got the second activation there with the Master of Magnetism. It hit really hard. Maybe if he had, but there's no way, like he had to like plan for that, right? So maybe if he took the first attack or defended and have Nick Fury defend that Master of Magnetism attack, that would have worked a little bit better. With Jubilee, she's just so squishy. She doesn't have a lot of life that whenever you're playing her, you really have to, I think he had to flip to Alter Ego at least one of those turns there, which would allow Magneto to flip that first main scheme. But that's okay because it allows us to relax a little bit and take off the attacking pressure. Yeah, I think I'm actually going to end this video here. I think it's a good ending point. I have no clue how long this video has been, how long I've been doing this. Hopefully it's not super duper long. But yeah, I mean, that's kind of my thoughts. I think that Jeff actually played this game really well. He got really unlucky with that starting hand there with all those resource cards. And I think that if he flipped to Alter Ego just one of those turns, that might have made all the difference. Not entirely sure, right? It would depend like what Magneto does and everything. But I think that might have at least bought him maybe 1 or 2 extra turns there in terms of like, surviving Magneto's onslaught. But I mean, I think that he actually played the deck really well. Yeah, and huge kudos to Jeff. That was a really good gameplay. He got set up. I saw him get rolling. I was super excited to see what he would do with the upcoming turns. But unfortunately, Magneto kind of spiraled there, hitting super duper hard. I think he hit for 6 right there. Yeah, and just Jubilee cannot keep taking those attacks every single turn. Jubilee is yeah, not the strongest X-Men so far, but I think that stays true to her character. But yeah, that was a super duper fun game for me to watch. I was really into that. Thank you, Jeff, once again for allowing me to do this. Huge shout outs, guys. Please go support his channel again. Let me see a default view. Yeah, please go support MaNemJeff. I think this was a live game too, so it's probably why he did a rematch. And I'm excited. I'm definitely going to check out the rematches here to see how he does. Maybe on the second game he can defeat Magneto here. But yeah, please, I'm not gonna show any more of his video here. You guys please go support his stuff. Go watch his video. See if he can take down Magneto here on expert mode, which is super duper tough challenge, especially for Jubilee. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please let me know if you have any ideas for me or any feedback of how I can do these videos a little bit better. I want to make them more concise, and I want you guys to really get value out of these. But I'm not exactly sure how I can do that with the time constraint. And in terms of like, I don't want to have like like a 3-4 hour video going through every single turn. But I'm glad that this game actually ended a little bit early, so I was able to wrap it up here. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one.